Hi everyone, it's Renee Jarrett from Not Sorry for the Story, an unapologetic take on current affairs right out of Canada. For those of you who are new to Not Sorry for the Story, I am a first-generation born Canadian and reside in the Durham region, and I am a freelance and independent journalist that has over 20 years of expertise and experience in this field. I share some of my commentary, both as a columnist lately and here on Not Sorry for the Story. And I'm so very thankful for the other prototypes that have been raised up at this time, the citizen journalists, the investigative journalists. Listen, those that are rising up are filling the need in this hour, and it's a glorious thing. So glad to be a part of it. I wanted to come to you today to say, post assassination of Charlie Kirk, I have had deja vu moments from the pandemic, and specifically it had to do with polarization and deception. You probably have heard people who have said certain things like, well, I didn't necessarily agree with his opinions, and they would start whatever they're going to say with that phrase. Or people who were dead set against Mr. Kirk because of clips that they have seen. And I want to remind us that the algorithm is feeding you what you feed on. So there are certain things people say to me all the time, where do you get all these videos, these great videos? Well, it's because I usually purpose to look for them. And so they come now to my feed. And that's how one of the ways the algorithm works. What you feed on, it feeds you. And so when we get all these little clips and we're wanting to make judgments based on these clips are not in context. If you are serious, then go search out the context. Go search out what, let's say, your opponent or someone you disagree with is eating on, what they've seen, because that will help you get a more well-rounded view of things. And this has been highlighted to me because with the pandemic now, with the assassination of Charlie Kirk, with the times growing darker, I know that as a part of the last days that the Bible speaks of, the time is going to get darker. And one of the ways that the darkness is going to come is through deception. And deception is being doled out now through reels and through shorts, where people are taking things out of context, judging people's whole lives out of context. One of the things I used to say to those who would watch the nightly news is that if you really want to know what took place from that soundbite from the Prime Minister or the Premier or whomever, go look at the entirety of the live press conference they were having. Remember one clip with Chrystia Freeland a couple years ago where she was laughing, and then the reporter asked her a question about a serious matter. And then people were saying, how dare she be laughing? She was laughing because the context before is that something funny happened amongst them. We have a way of demonizing people that we don't agree with, and isn't it easy to do so? But it takes someone who really means business to go search out a matter. The Bible says that that is the kind of heart of kings, those who have a kind of kingly authority, is to go search out a matter, not just be a peasant and take what they feed you, not just be a consumer. Can I let you know we're not just consuming now food or clothing, being consumers in that word. We're consuming social media. And social media is feeding something based on our algorithm. I encourage you now not just to take a viewpoint because of a clip that you heard, but go search out a matter and receive wisdom and truth in that. So here's to being in context. Here's to understanding. Here's to discernment in this time. Here's to being in the light. Here's to truth and reasoning together despite our supposed differences. As they always say, we're more alike than we are not, if we would choose to come a little closer and believe it. Thanks for watching. Until next time, be on guard, stand firm in the faith, be courageous, be strong.